Hey everybody, especially those of you in the East Pasadena area, actually all of Pasadena. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there is a law in the state of California that is, I guess, well-intentioned, but in the real world, it really doesn't work. What they're doing is they're trying to put so many living units in such small spaces that they're doing a lot of things. They're overriding, the city ordinances. They're overriding zoning. They're doing a lot of really bad things. But in I guess specifically, there's a couple of developments going on. I call them projects going on right now, where they're building multiple units, but with no parking, because apparently this California law says if you make everything 100% affordable, which there's nothing wrong with affordable housing, but if you're going to give affordable housing, it needs to be common sense, not, I'm calling it substandard housing, because as you know, Southern California, San Gabriel Valley, if you don't have a car, you're in trouble. The one that's going up, or they're trying to put up next door to us, 132 units, 55 parking spaces on a street where there's no overnight parking, and there's no parking zones across the street. It's on Rosemead Boulevard now, talking about 600 North Rosemead. 55 parking spaces for 132 units. Many of them are multi-bedroom. They're gonna need at least 132 units, 132 parking spots, if not more. Because what are you gonna do? They're gonna have families up there, and they're gonna try and have their kids go to school. There's no schools within walking distance around this particular location. That means someone has to drive them there, right? They're expecting everybody to take the bus everywhere. You know how it is in Southern California. If it was something like, I guess they're doing this in like San Francisco, like in the downtown San Francisco area, I could see that, because then, everything is, the trolley car and, transit and everything else in a small area, right? But you guys know how LA, this whole LA metropolitan area, nothing is close to anything. And to get on a bus or a train to get anywhere, you have to be going to a specific spot in order to get where you want to get to. Otherwise, it'll probably take you like 3 hours. So what we're asking is for the citizens who are against this to help us fight against the powers that be and make this law amended or something so that it's common sense. Common sense, guys, that's all we want. We started a group called the Coalition for Responsible Development in East Pasadena. I'm going to put my email address at the end of this, but if you would like to join our coalition and get on our WhatsApp chat and be informed of what's going on, please email me. It's scottshimamotocomic@gmail.com, but I'll type it out here at the end. If we don't do this and these developments go up and then they don't work out because the parking is a mess. I went to a meeting yesterday, 80 units, 20 parking spots. Great, on Colorado Boulevard, 7 stories high. It's crazy, guys. I encourage you to please email me. We'll add you to our WhatsApp chat. We'll keep you guys informed. We're putting together, like I said, plans of how we need to try to fight these, we're calling them overdeveloped, I'm calling them square peg in a round hole with no parking. What is the problem with every shopping center, every sports venue, every neighborhood, everything in this area is parking, right? Go to the Glendale Galleria on a weekend, try to find a parking spot. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, please join our cause. We need to get our politicians to back off on this type of legislation, which the law is bad. It's just, again, well-meaning, but in real life, it doesn't work. It just does not work. It's just going to create chaos. And that's something we don't want. Chaos and unsafe conditions, like we're going to have jaywalking on Rosemead Boulevard. Trust me. All right. Scott Shimamoto here. Sorry I rambled a little bit at the end, but my email will be at the end of this video. Thank you.